what if you can give yourself permission to feel how you want to feel right now? Because here's the thing. There is no rule in the reality creation living as human 101 rulebook that you can't delusionally feel how you want to, even if the outside world doesn't reflect it. There's no rule that says, oh, you can't feel abundant, you can't feel wealthy if you have like a $0 number in your bank account, because that is illegal and you can't do that. Otherwise, you're gonna get reported and the universal laws police is gonna come and detain your butt. No, there's nothing like that. There's no rule like that. And so something really important I want you to understand is that you can literally just feel good, feel fulfilled right now. Like, you can live as if your desire was here right now, even if there's no proof in the outside world. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in this video, because once you understand this extremely transformational principle, like once you actually have it like click in your brain, manifestation is going to be a cakewalk. Manifestation is just going to make a lot of sense. And understanding this took me years, okay? Years and years and years. And doing successful conscious manifestations. And I'm going to just share this principle with you because this is what every single one of the most wonderful conscious manifestations have in common. And it's a simple analogy that will really clear it up for you. So let's say you are in a playground and you're on a seesaw, okay? You're on a seesaw, and seesaws, go up and down, up and down, and up and down, right? You either can sit on the seesaw side of faith or sit on the seesaw side of doubt and lack. So in manifestation, you basically just have two energies and emotions you can feel when it comes to your desire. Like, there's nothing in the middle, okay? You can either feel abundant and feel good about your desire, that it's working out and you have faith in it, or you can either feel lack and doubt and just feel like it's not coming to you and it just feels negative and it doesn't feel very good. So you're constantly just like switching between these two sides. One day, maybe you're on the side of faith, and then one day you are on the side of doubt, and then it's just like a seesaw process where you're just swinging between these two. And this is the most common trap I see so many people fall into. They're constantly on this super tiring, super frustrating seesaw where they go up one day, they feel on top of the world. Yeah, I'm so abundant. Yeah, I'm wealthy. Yeah, I'm rich. Yes, I'm healthy. Yes, I am so loved. I'm connected. I'm high status. Everything's working out. They're up here. And then a couple of days later, they have like a random experience in their outside reality that shows them the opposite of their desire. Or maybe they're just like really impatient and they're like, why is it not here yet? I'm doing all the things I need to do to manifest it, but why is it still not here yet? And all of that just makes them come back down to the doubt and lack side of the seesaw. And it gets frustrating, right? It gets really frustrating when you're constantly in a state of faith and then you come back to doubt. Faith, doubt, faith, doubt. And I feel you, because I was there as well. I was on this terrible seesaw until I finally just got out of it, and I completely changed my dominant feelings, my dominant energetic state to one which was mostly faith, like 90% of the time. And of course, like 1% doubts, 10% doubts may trickle in throughout the day, but it's completely okay. And I'll give you an example of what this looks like. So flipping between the faith and doubt seesaw is like, let's say someone's trying to manifest weight loss, right? The most easiest example that I can explain. One day they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm so healthy, I'm so confident in my body, I feel really good. They're embodying their ideal weight. They're living as if they have their dream body in the wish-fulfilled state. And then a couple days later, maybe they step on the scale and they weigh more than what they were desiring to. Like, they weigh more than their current amount. And then that makes them go into a doubt mode. Like, I've been doing all the wish-fulfilled stuff. Why is it not working? Why is it still not here yet? And then lack and doubt start to just cloud their entire body, their entire mind. And I'm going to help you get out of that in this video, okay? Because that seesaw is very annoying to be swinging up and down on. What you want is a comfortable swing, of faith where you're just like swinging and relaxing, and it's just a swing of faith, so you're constantly in faith. Maybe the swing slows down a little bit because of doubt, but then you just kick and then you keep pushing off and keep swinging and having fun on that playground, okay? First of all, I'm going to be showing you what exactly it looks like to embody the wish-fulfilled state properly. Because if you truly, truly, truly embodied the wish-fulfilled exactly right, you would not be on this faith-doubt seesaw. You would not be on it, okay? You would be parked on the swing and just having fun with faith. So, a really big misconception that a lot of new people have when it comes to manifestation, maybe you've had this as well, even after like a couple of years, is that you doing the wish fulfilled practice, you visualizing, you doing the affirmations, is something that will help you bridge the gap between you and your desire. Is something that if you do, will help you get your desire. If I say this many affirmations, then eventually I will get my dream body. If I visualize enough times, if I work really hard and practice my wish fulfilled, then I will get money, I will get status, I will get the car that I want, the house that I want, the clothes that I want, the handbag that I want, whatever. But here's the thing. This is not true. This is not true manifestation. Because the underlying energy of you trying to like do something to get an outcome is what? Is basically you saying, I don't have this thing. And think of it this way, okay? There's only two realities, okay? There's your old reality, and there's your new reality with the desire that you have. There's your old self, and there's the version of you that has your desire. But when you say you're trying to manifest, and you're in the process of manifesting, and you are doing all of these manifestation practices but don't see results, where you basically are in this like between these like two realities, your old and your new, is you're in the middle somewhere in limbo. So you're in this limbo spot in the middle where you're not in your old reality and you're not technically in your new reality either, because you're still in a state of trying. And actually, if we were to really look into that even more, technically you're still in your old reality, because since you're trying to manifest and doing all the effort it takes, blah, 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 with these methods, you are in your old reality still. You're not truly embodying the state of wish fulfilled. And this might be a little confusing to get at first, but trust me, when this clicks, it's gonna make so much sense. You are either in a place of abundance or either in a place of lack. You just have two choices. And if you do actually embody the state of wish fulfilled, you wouldn't even complain about it's not working, I'm putting in all this effort to manifest, but I don't see anything. Because you already have it. It's already done. Why do you have to stress? Why do you have to put in effort? And I want to give you a story analogy of this to show you how it looks like. Let's say you are a character in a book, okay? You're a character in a book. Let's say this like fantasy book, because I've seen a lot of stories like this online. You're in a fantasy book, and what you have to do is basically become the most powerful magician in the entire world, in your fantasy world, okay? And you start off as like someone that was really weak as a kid, but eventually you just built your way up to success, and eventually you just like became the most powerful magician in the world. You have like really powerful, high status stuff in your reality. You're very wealthy, blah, 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 okay? And now let's say one day out of the blue, all of that just poof, goes away, and magically you get time travel back to when you were a child again and before you had all that success. Child you started off in a really bad place. Child you was not wealthy, was not strong, they were very weak, and they lived in this boarding house, let's say, and this orphanage, okay? And you have all the memories and experiences from the future. Like when you time traveled back into your younger self's body, all the memories were still there. And now, in these kind of stories, basically, what happens is that the protagonist, the main character, they, using their knowledge and using their confidence and expertise from all of those years they spent becoming powerful, they're able to progress at a really fast rate and basically just manifest and come back to their old identity in the outer world physically. But here's the thing. That protagonist, their identity was one where they were already the powerful magician. They were the wealthy, powerful, high-status magician already. Because they already lived it. And just because they time traveled in the past and became a child again and don't see their wealth and don't see the power anymore that they have in their hands, doesn't mean that they're not them, right? And since they have all their memories, they're able to still embody that identity, which leads them to manifest different scenarios and opportunities and situations where they can get more power, but still they are 100% certain, they are grounded in their faith that this already happened. I'm already a wealthy sorcerer. I'm a wealthy magician. There's no doubt about it because it already happened. And just because I'm now like this really short and scrawny kid doesn't mean I'm not powerful. Just because I can barely cast a spell when in the past I was making fireballs rain from the sky doesn't mean I'm not a powerful sorcerer. Because I know with deep certainty that that's who I am. And that's how I want you to think of the wish fulfilled state, okay? I want you to think of it as a memory, not something new that you're trying to get, okay? The wish fulfilled state is something that you have within you that's like a memory that the outer world can't ever disprove because you're so certain in it that it's so real and that you've already lived it. Just like that main character that was just time traveled back with their memories and no one else remembers them. No one else knows that they were the most powerful magician. The other kids make fun of our main character because they're weak at first. But in their heart, they know that this is who I am. And my power is real and I am this powerful magician sorcerer. And just like that, in your heart, know that the version of you who already has that desire is who you truly, truly, truly are. That is who you truly are. And now I want to give you an example of the same character, but let's say the side characters in the story, like the people who aren't the protagonists, maybe they're supporting characters, how it would look like if they tried to manifest to bridge the gap, okay? So these side characters, if they were trying to bridge the gap between who they are now and the identity that they want to be. Let's say they also have the goal of becoming the most powerful magician in the world, okay? But these kids, unlike our protagonist, didn't time travel back and don't know, like, anything, okay? These kids, what they would do in the story is that they would try to do things, they would try to take action, they would try to manifest or whatever, and act as if they were already the powerful sorcerer. And then they will get frustrated if they're not progressing as much as they want to, or results aren't coming, if they've broken, like, let's say like they're trying to practice a spell, okay? A spell to make fireballs rain from the sky. And let's say they're practicing the spell, but they keep failing at it, so they start to doubt themselves, like, can I even be this powerful sorcerer? Can I even be this powerful magician? I don't even know if it's going to work out. So these kids, they, instead of being the protagonist who actually embodies already having it and knowing that it's reality and knowing that it's already true, they're trying to do things to get to their goal. Meanwhile, the protagonist, even if they try to practice their fireball spell but keep failing, it doesn't faze them because, hey, they're already a powerful magician and they know that it's their destiny and they know they already lived it and that's their truth. They're not going to freak out about, oh my god, why can't I cast this fireball spell? There's nothing coming out of the sky. Why is it not working? Does it mean I'm not a sorcerer magician? Does it mean I'm not a powerful magician? That thought won't even come. There won't be any doubts because they were already that person. They know that they're that person because they have their memories. Even if the physical world shows them the opposite. I know this is kind of a funny example, and maybe I've just been reading a lot of books, but I thought this was like the perfect way to summarize what the wish fulfilled should actually be like, okay? So with this example, understand that how do you exactly embody the wish fulfilled? It is basically to just give yourself the permission to feel, believe, and expect, along with doing actions associated with having your desire already in the present moment. To the point where you don't care about or look for proof in the outside world because you'll live in this way regardless of proof. Because it's your knowing. You've already lived it. It's a memory. Really let that sink in for a moment. I read that sentence out word by word that I wrote in my notebook because it's a powerful one. Really let it sink in. Just let yourself feel like your desire has already happened. It's a memory. You can feel good. You can feel strong. You can feel powerful. You can do all of those things. You can be happy. You can feel secure. You can feel free. Stop waiting on the outside world to show you your desire, show you proof. Ask permission to let you feel it. And soak yourself in those feelings so much to the point where you don't even care about looking for proof in the outside world because you're just going to live this way regardless. Because it just feels so good. It feels so, so, so nice. And I want to give you an example of this. It's like, let's say you're trying to manifest a car, for example, okay? And right now you're broke, you don't have the funds for it, but when you think about the feelings that having this wonderful car would give you, you're just going to feel safe, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel grateful, you're going to feel high status. And here's the thing. You can give yourself permission to feel that even before the car comes. Delusionally, you can feel it right now. There's no rule in the universe that says you can't feel this way, okay? You can, even if that desire never comes in your life, you can still just let yourself feel good like this. And when you feel good right now and stop seeking the outside world to give you permission, that is so powerful. You get to enjoy your life and literally manifest your desires that way. And so, for the sake of understanding, think of it this way. Imagine a world where you'll never, ever, ever get your desires, manifestations not real, okay? Imagine a world like that. If you were told, like, the universe sent you a text message, God sent you a text message, like, hey, I know that you want this desire, it'll make you really happy, but it's not going to show up in the physical world. Are you just going to sulk, sit in misery, and cry for the rest of your life? Maybe you'll do that for the first couple of days, but would you rather do that? Or would you rather be like, you know what? I don't want my happiness to depend on this physical object. So I'm just going to let myself feel good like I already have it right now. Like, God, I know you told me that it's never going to show up, but whatever. I'm just going to let myself feel good and feel the feelings of already having it. Because life is short. I want to enjoy it. I want to feel free. I want to feel like I already have that car and relax into that enjoyment and just feel happy already. Because life is short. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life feeling miserable and in doubt and in panic on the seesaw of faith and doubt. And I know it might be kind of scary to think about, but when you realize this, when you realize that you don't have to depend on your desire to make you feel fulfilled, to make you feel safe, to make you feel beautiful, to make you feel loved. Instead, you can just give that feeling to yourself right now. There's a new depth of power unlocked, a new depth of self-love unlocked. Because here's the thing. There are only two things which you can control in your reality. your thoughts, aka your feelings and beliefs, and your actions. Everything else is out of control. You can't control the weather, you can't control blah, blah, blah. And these two things are all you need to create the reality of your dreams. And when you realize that you only want your desire for a specific feeling, but that feeling, you can give it to yourself right now, that you don't even need the desire, wouldn't you make the choice to let yourself just feel good now? Let yourself feel relaxed, let it be easy. Give yourself permission to feel the feelings that you crave. Instead of waiting on a specific person or a partner to come and make you feel secure, make you feel loved and good enough, why don't you just be in the wish-fulfilled state of already having a partner, of already feeling loved, and already having them dote on you, and just embody those feelings so deeply that it feels so real already, like a memory, to the point where you're just so satisfied with it, you're so happy with it, that you're going to just keep living this way, even if that person shows up or not. Because it feels good. Compared to you manifesting a desired partner, and then you receiving a text message from the universe or whatever, like, hey, sorry, I can't send this to you. And then you succumbing and you surrendering in defeat, like, yeah, life is hard, life is miserable, and just continuing to live your life with misery. Instead of doing that, wouldn't you just want to feel good? Life is really short, okay? Let yourself be happy. Let yourself feel joy. And this is a huge quantum leap, a huge breakthrough that I had a couple of weeks ago that completely shifted my perspective on manifestation. The realization that when you get overly attached to a desire and rely on it and think that you can't ever be fulfilled if you don't get it, that's just the devil at work. That's just gonna lead you down a path of misery and sadness and doubt, and it won't even feel good to manifest. And it's such a weird thing about manifestation. The more you just relax, the more you just feel good and stop being so obsessed with your desire and just be satisfied, like, with your wish fulfilled day and feel good with it, of already being wealthy and just feeling like a wealthy person already and walking like a wealthy person and letting yourself just taste the feelings of being wealthy. Instead of being like, no, that didn't happen in our reality. No, our bank account is zero. No, I see a broken tire. I see a bill we can't pay. So that means we can't feel wealthy. We can't feel good. We have to feel horrible. Instead of being like that, just let your body, let yourself live. Let yourself relax, because who knows what? You've probably lived this way for 20 years, 30 years, for a long time. You've just stayed in cycles of misery and sadness and stress and doubt and fear and lack. Why don't you give yourself a break and let yourself feel good? And another thing I see with a lot of people is that they wait for their desire to give them permission to do something that they've always wanted to do. Like, for example, a lot of people, they want to wait until they manifest weight loss to wear specific types of pretty clothes that they've always wanted to do. Or they wait to manifest a partner to then go to a restaurant that they've always wanted to go to, or go on trips, go to an amusement park that they've always wanted to do. And here's the thing. You don't need to wait for your desire to do those things. Just let yourself do those things regardless of whether or not it comes, okay? Like, literally, if you got a note from the universe saying you'll never get your desire, are you going to be like, okay, I'm never going to get my desire, so I guess I'll never wear those pretty clothes that I've always wanted to wear with my dream body? I'll never do it. For the rest of my life, I'll never do that. And then are you just going to live the rest of your life like that? No, right? You're probably going to do it anyway. You're probably going to just embody the state of wish fulfilled anyway, even if reality shows you the opposite. Wear those clothes anyway. Because, okay, it's not coming, so what? I can do whatever I want now, and I choose to feel good. Because the way you choose to feel is entirely up to you. It is your choice, okay? It is your choice. And honestly, you don't have to wait until you get your dream body to go and wear those pretty clothes. You can do it to the best capacity you can by maybe buying those pretty clothes in your size right now and wear them on your body right now. Even if you don't have the partner that you want, or have the confidence that you want, or have the car or house that you want, walk and feel and live like you already have it, just for the sake of it feeling good, just because it feels good to you. And I get that it might be really scary to just like truly sink into this wish fulfilled state and truly just feel relaxed and happy and blissful. Because a lot of us, we were programmed, we were conditioned mentally, like in the past. We had childhood trauma, small forms or big forms, that led us to believe that working hard, putting in effort towards something, struggling, suffering for it, is what will help you achieve it. And if you relax, if you sit back, and if you let yourself feel good, then you're not doing enough. Like, for example, maybe you had a parent that told you that you can't, like, just sit around and smile and daydream all day. You gotta get up, go do some work, make yourself useful, be productive. And you maybe grew up in a household where you were always, like, praised for working hard and putting in effort. And fun was honestly, like, cut out. Fun, playfulness, just sitting and doing nothing and staring at a wall or relaxing. Maybe those things were looked down upon, and you maybe got yelled at, or maybe you were scolded for doing those things, or maybe you saw your parents all act in ways and live in ways where they didn't even have fun. They just were constantly working and working and working and putting in effort. So for you, when you stumble across manifestation, it's easy to form the belief with your past programming that by working hard, by putting in the effort to do affirmations, to visualize, and to work and put a lot of effort towards manifesting, then you will get your desire. Then you are worthy of your desire. It's easy to form that belief, but it's wrong. And this belief will not attract your desire to you. It will do the opposite, in fact, because that's not how the law of assumption, the law of attraction, the law of vibration works. Instead, God is basically telling you, the more you just relax, the more you trust, the more you feel good, the more you just live like your desire is already here and just feel good, anticipate it, and enjoy it, regardless of whether or not it's here yet, I will give you more. I will send that desire to you. And it's so funny, and it's so beautiful, and it's so ridiculous, because we're rewarded for feeling good. We're rewarded for having fun. We're rewarded for living with faith and trust and choosing to just have fun. And I think this is a beautiful life experience. It's wonderful that our universe was made this way, in a way where we're just rewarded for relaxing, we're rewarded for trusting and knowing that everything will be okay, and we're rewarded for being happy. And that's such a beautiful life experience we've been blessed with. And so realize, to embody the wish fulfilled, whatever your desire may be, is to just commit and decide that even if your desire never even shows up, you'll still continue to live as if it was already here, just because it feels good and it makes you feel happy and it fulfills you. Even if you never get that partner or relationship that you're manifesting, you'll still choose to feel like they're already here, they're already doting over you, they already love you, you're spending time with them, you're dressing up as if you would dress for dates, and you're going to places and restaurants that you would go to them, and you're enjoying your own company, and you're just delusionally enjoying it. You feel secure, you feel beautiful, you feel loved. You choose to feel their presence and feel how they make you feel and feel how you feel around them anyways, even if they're not here yet. And the thing is, of course, you can't fully live out already having your desire in the present moment, because obviously, like, if, for example, you were manifesting traveling to a desired country, you're not there yet, right? So you can't do the things in your current reality, in your current old country, that you would only be able to do in your desired country, right? And I understand that. And of course, like, there are only certain things that you can do once you actually have that ideal partner with you in your present life. Like, you can't do everything with them. And there are certain things you can only buy once you have that amount of money in your bank account. But here's the thing. When you just live like this to the best of your capacity, like, for me, when I was manifesting traveling to my desired country, I just enjoyed life in my old country, and I just felt all the giddy feelings of living in my desired country as I was living life in my old country. Like, I felt all the giddy, good, happy feelings of security, of joy and gratitude, and I would do fun activities. I would just go and plan fun activities, do whatever, just live a good life. And even though, like, I couldn't do a lot of the things that the country would give me, like, that I could only do there, I just enjoyed the present moment as much as I could and lived in the moment and let myself feel the emotions of feeling good already. And with a partner, for example, just let yourself feel confident, feel beautiful as you would if they were already here and if they were already doting on you and cherishing you. Dress how you would want to if you went out with that person. Just do the things to the best capacity that you can in your current reality right now. Like, maybe you can't do specific things, but to the best of your ability, like what feels good right now, just let yourself do it. Like, for the weight loss example, let yourself wear pretty clothes right now and dress in a way that you want to, instead of telling yourself, I'll dress that way once I get my dream body. Because when you dress that way right now, that is the greatest form of embodiment of your wish fulfilled. And of course, like, your dream body might have like different sizes of clothes, but you could try to find those clothes at the same size of your current body and then put them on, and then just live like you already have your dream body and put on makeup and dress up prettily as if you were already in your dream body, and it already feels super good. You feel confident, you feel attractive and incredible. And just like that, get creative with it. Don't deny yourself the things you've always wanted to do, the things you've always wanted to wear, the things you've always wanted to eat or experience, because that specific physical desire isn't here in the world yet. Because that specific amount of fat on your body, those like bodily tissues, have not gone away from your body yet. Or because of that specific human person in your life right now, you can't go to that wonderful amusement park you've always wanted to go to. Or because that specific number in your bank account isn't there, you can't let's say browse charities and go look at charities and volunteer because only wealthy people volunteer, blah blah blah. Just go do the thing to the best capacity that you can and embody the wish fulfilled state and feel good while you're doing it. And I know this video is getting a little repetitive, so I'm going to wrap this up quite quickly, but bottom line, in summary, just realize that you are the only one that's restricting yourself from joy. You are the only one that is restricting yourself from the freedom that you want to experience, the gratitude, the abundance. You are the only one that's restricting yourself from living a good life right now. Okay? No matter what your outside world looks like, no matter what it looks like, you can still feel whole, fulfilled, and abundant right now. Feel joyful and live with joy right now. Going back to the story where the protagonist was living in his orphanage, he is still going to feel good, confident, powerful, secure, while he's still living in that orphanage and he's broke, because that's how deeply he is in his knowing that this desire of his is already real, he's already experienced it, and it's possible for him. And so, with that being said, you do not have to earn your desire. You do not have to become someone that deserves it. You don't have to become someone that deserves to feel peace after they get this thing. You are worthy of your desire right now. As you are worthy of happiness, joy, security, love, confidence, fulfillment as you are right now. So give yourself permission to feel this way. Okay? Let yourself feel good. Alright, so we've reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video was helpful and gave you breakthroughs and really cleared up a lot of misconceptions that I see around the wish fulfilled state and how to exactly embody it. And of course, if you find it difficult to embody, like if you find it difficult to reach a point in your life where you're just already feeling really good, you feel peaceful and joyful, regardless of whether or not your desire shows up, it could be because you haven't aligned one of the 7 pillars of manifestation You could also have emotional blocks. You could also have past things which you need to heal, along with fulfilling habits and actions and goals that you can work towards. So before I get too in deep into that, you can check out my program, which teaches you how to align the 7 pillars of manifestation. First link in the description below. So you can truly embody the wish fulfill, because this is the only principle that you have to have click for manifestation to work, for you to manifest your desires. And this principle is basically what I will teach you to fully embody in the Co-Creator's Path / the Mindset and Habits Masterclass, which is my only program, currently on pre-sale. So check it out if you want the discounted price below. Bye. Thank you for watching, as well as I will see you in the next video. So check out the link in the description if what I'm teaching resonates with you and you want to learn more.